Yo, what's up? My name's Bat, and welcome back to another Dungeon Defenders episode. And I'm gonna be so honest with you guys. I am so happy to be done with episode 200, man. As fun as it was also equally painful for me at times. It was so frustrating, easily the most frustrating episode I've made so far, but that's also what made the reward of it, the ending, that much more satisfying. And just, it was also probably the most I've screamed and the most excited I've been in an episode at that very end. So you know what? I think it was well worth it, but that just means that this rest episode today is well worth it as well. Now, a chill, somewhat break episode doesn't mean no progress. In fact, I might actually be able to work towards two different goals that I have at once. I'm not totally sure. I'm really curious that if I can play the pure strategy game mode and also work towards the mastermind achievement where you have to do the maps on towers only and any pet damage even stops that achievement. That is, you have to do deeper well through Glitterhelm Caverns. All the maps with towers only, so I'm going to try out some pure strategy today, a game mode that I literally have never tried before in Dungeon Defenders, even though I now have over 300 or 400 hours or something like that. Stuff like this is a welcome reminder that I'm only scratching the surface of what Dungeon Defenders has to offer, which gets me personally really excited. That's a benefit to me. I feel like I hear some people say sentences like that and they get a little sad or get a little worried, like there's so much to do, but you don't have to do all of it. You just want to do as much as you can and have fun along the way. The tough thing I am trying to solve is how do you start wave 1 on something like Deeper Well on Nightmare difficulty. This might be a little bit legitimately tough. This is probably going to be something I kind of have to think about here a little bit. Wave 1, if I'm towers only, you know, pure strategy. Let's see if I can. So how does this work exactly? It should say, yeah, pure. Okay, I wanted to make sure I was on the right thing. Pure strategy. I'm going to go grab all the mana really quick. Probably put up like a strength drain aura. Actually, did I get more mana there? Oh, I think I do get, okay. That might just solve my problem. Oh, yeah, look at that mana. Okay, if I get 100 mana per chest, do you get more mana per chest in... That might be it. You might just get more mana per chest in pure strategy. I mean, I'm very, very happy to see that. You also... Let me actually bring my O key. Yeah, I wanted to see what minions are coming from where. 6 Djinns on wave 1. Wow. All right, so I've got my aura stacks. I do kind of just want to do something kind of silly. I kind of just want to do like 2 DSTs. How much do I have enough mana for that? I do. Or I could do, I want to think about this a little bit. I kind of want to build the booster beam wave 1 if possible. How much range? I wish I could zoom out more and see. I want to see if this DST can actually get the full range of both side sections, but I really don't think it can. But it can get both like first staircases. I think I am going to do this. That might be a little trolly. We're going to try this. Actually, no, because then if I do that plus this, I don't have I have 60 mana, which isn't enough for a booster beam. Okay, so we're just not going to... I'm messing around a little bit too much. What about if I do 2 lightning towers? That leaves me with 110 mana, which is enough for a Series EV booster beam. I think that's ideal. Wait, I just Whoa. I'm sorry, I'm just realizing this. Wave 1 out of 25? Wait, I didn't realize pure strategy was like a I was expecting to only have to... Oh my goodness. Okay. I mean, that changes things a lot. I didn't know that or expect that at all. I'm going to move my DPS towers over here and maybe just try to start doing the strat of like stacking things in the middle of the map. I know people get really... Whenever I start saying, ooh, what if I just stacked everything in the middle? People get really excited. They're like, oh my god, he's learning. It's finally time for endgame strategies. And then I always forget to do it, which is the most retro Pat thing. Okay, let's go ahead and do we just go here, I guess? Here? Here. That's good. That's fine. Okay. And now I'll just drop my mana, switch over to my Series EV, plop down my booster beam. Okay, that works. Let's have it... I need a okay, let's do it like this. This. And this should still tick them, I believe. Yup, perfect. Okay, beautiful. That's working just as expected. I have 40 leftover mana. What can I do with 40 leftover mana? I could build 1 archer. I think that's the best I can do. I probably could build like a web wall. I don't know how much mana is a web wall. Maybe a web wall. We're going to put 1 archer right here. Hoping this is enough. Do I need to be on anything other than my summoner? I don't think so. I could be on my, like, mage or series EV here, to be fair. But I'm just going to jump into this, see how this plays out. We'll go first person mode to straight up just view everything. There's 13 minions coming through. Man, I was expecting a chill, quick break episode today, but now... Oh, that lag. Now I'm seeing that this is going to be 25 waves, bro. I did not expect a 25 wave mission today. I was just trying to chill. You know, let's just finish like deeper wells. You know, it'll just be like seven waves. You know, something really chill, something really relaxing. Did not expect to see 1 out of 25 on my screen today, but that's okay. We're gonna commit to it. I'm gonna see what I can do. I do have a little bit of an IRL time limit. I do have some, I know, adult IRL obligation. I can't play Dungeon Defenders all day. What's the point, bro? What are we even doing here, right? Okay, let's go ahead and swap this over to my mage, I think. Build more towers. We're at 26 out of 60. The most difficult thing when building for Deeper Well is just... Let's just build this like this, maybe? It's so awkward. The most difficult thing when dealing with Deeper Well... Oh, this place is so awkward, though, for DSTs. Is the limited amount of defense units. The absolute, like, super slim amount of defense units is easily the hardest thing to build around. Where's the yellow line? Okay, I'm gonna do, like, this, I think. I think that's the best. I think that'll reach down there. Okay, we're gonna try that. Is that getting ticked? That is getting ticked. Beautiful. I'll do another DST looking over here. This one should be a lot more... I have a lot more range of motion, it seems like. Okay, we'll do that one like that. It should be good. 42 out of 60 defense units. I'm trying to think what else. I need archers all built. I have plenty of mana. Mana's no longer the problem, which is nice. Maybe I do end up going Forest Golem. I'll have to read the Forest Golem a little bit better. I don't... Does the Forest Golem add... Does the Forest Golem give damage boost? Is my main question. It kind of seems like it does. If it's just defense boost like Nature Pylon, it's just not needed at every place. But if it is a damage boost, it's a big difference. One of the most annoying parts of playing Deeper Well is this exact situation. Wait, what was this? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Need 22 minion units, archer minion. Wait, what? Wait, what's this? Whoa, wait, that's a... I've never known this. Wait a minute. So 4 minion units. Watch this. 4 minion units. 31 out of 60. Watch my number. What? So the more... Wait, that's really interesting. I think what it is that the more of the same unit that you build, it increases its cost. That's my guess. That is really, really interesting. So this is 9 minion units. That's 4. That's 5. That's normal. How much does building 1 more archer? I've never... So okay, that's normal. So that cost me 4 minion units right there. That's normal. But that one cost me 7. That is a really, really smart mechanic to encourage different and unique builds. Wow. I wonder if it's the same... Okay, I wonder if it's the same with this stuff. That's really, really interesting. So I'm assuming you can only build 2 of the same of each tower before it becomes, like, grossly more expensive. That's actually so unique that I'm, like, so interested in that. Okay, and let's then move this spider back to, like, here. So we'll put 1 spider there, 1 spider here. I have an idea on how to play this then. But that's so fucking interesting. I never would have expected that. And I probably do want 2 mages as well. 18 goes to 25. It's 7, I believe. Yup, that's normal. Okay, so right now we're sticking at normal numbers. We could have 1 archer at each section like that. And then how much do these ogre minions cost? They cost 13. Should I just do 2 of these? It would be 26. I have 28 minion units left. I might just rock with that. I don't know if this is actually good by any means. But how cool would it look? let's talk about the coolness factor. That costs 600 mana? Oh, that was like most of my mana right there. Okay. I really want to test if building another lightning tower will cost me like more units or whatever. That's such an interesting... I never knew that was a mechanic I'd have to factor in. And I love that it is. It's so fucking cool. I kind of need a temporary thing built over here. I don't know if I really, really do. This might be a waste of a little bit of mana, but that's also okay. Just for the time being, I'd rather have it there. Let's drop this. Switch over to back to the mage, I guess. How much mana do I have? Okay. So I'm at 42 defense units. Building a lightning tower would usually cost, let's do a DST. A DST would normally cost 8, so it should put me to 50. I'm just gonna build it and then delete it to check. But it put me up 3 more. That cost 11 instead of 8 defense units. So it increases. 2 is the max. Anything past 2 of the same tower, it's gonna cost you extra units. You still can do it. It's just at an extra cost, which is wildly interesting. Okay, that's really cool. I hard prefer this. I really, really like unique builds like this. Now I can go ahead. Let me read my Forest Golem, though, in grave detail. What does it say? Colossal health and attack power. This Guardian also passively heals allies. Possessing colossal health and attack power. Does it increase the attack power? I don't know if I fully understand the Forest Golem. Let's go check out the new, fresh, and improved Dungeon Defenders Wikipedia and see if it's there. Or you can always check the old one if it's not quite updated there yet. For those who don't know, the Dungeon Defenders community has been putting together a new wiki, which is really, really, really cool to see, with hopefully more updated information. And they even were kind enough to include some community content, which has one of my videos on it, which is just an insane thing. I'm always overjoyed and like amazed at how kind and welcoming the Dungeon Defenders community is, especially to someone like me. Like, all I do is play this game for fun, don't follow efficient strategies. I'm not a high level player. I'm not like involved. I don't know everything. I'm just having fun and trying and kind of stumbling my way through the game. So the fact that they are that supportive of that and that kind, like, once again, truly shows, like I said in episode 200, the welcomingness and like kindness towards new players and just people enjoying the game that they also love. But let's go over and check out the Forest Golem. So you can see over here, it does kind of go into him a little bit, but it's a little hard to see. So let's zoom in here quick for a sec. So we just get some fun facts and information about the Forest Golem. Important note, all stat measurements are taken without upgrades or buffs. We unlock it at here level 30. It costs 300 mana, 8 defense units. It uses all different types of damage, including ranged, melee, and generic damage. We can see defense stat. At base, it's 1200 HP, 600 attack, 1.28 attack rate. I don't understand all of this, but it's a good metric, and I can start comparing it to other towers when trying to learn about damage rates and stuff like that. Healing and damage reduction. Healing caps at 10% max HP every 3 seconds. Every 3 seconds is so nice. Damage reduction caps at 20%. You can see the heal amounts. When there are no enemies at melee range, the Forest Golem will throw rocks more often. Forest Golems do not heal summoner minions. That's a really important thing. However, the mage minion is able to heal Forest Golems. This is 2 tidbits of information that is massive to know. I had no idea about that at all. A Forest Golem placed next to a non-minion tower stick can single-handedly sustain it from residual damage from occasional non-forest order swings while providing the high single target damage that lightning towers lack. Okay, so he also kind of acts as one Forest Golem is so nice. I'll plop him in my game really quick. One Forest Golem seems super nice because he offers healing and some defensive utility to the towers while also just being like a high damage, like 360 AoE, like sort of DST. That's my guess. Is I bet he kind of throws over here, as we can see. He's going to throw rocks over here. I feel like the Forest Golem does more DPS than I realized. We can actually try to hover over his stats. Attack damage. What the fuck is that? 689,000. Projectile attack damage. What is that? I can't even read these numbers. They're so big. Is this projectile attack damage 2 million? 328. Wait, what? 328. 643. And then 2. Yeah, his projectile attack damage is 2 million. What's the DSTs? I know he probably attacks so much slower than the DSTs. The flashing lights are so much. Apologies. Where over here we see... Okay, we can see damage per second. So let's see. Okay, the DST is 652,000 damage per second. There's no way this Forest Golem is more DPS, right? Do we see damage per second on this? I don't think we can, to be fair. Yeah, we literally just don't get a DPS number. Okay. That's interesting. That's super, super interesting. That does leave us with 39 mana. So that's all I can do for the time being. I probably can use my monk to tower boost as well during these waves, which is something that I'll probably be doing in the future. Not right now, but in the future for sure. But does my Jhin attack? Because I probably don't want to be on my Jhin if that's the case. Let me swap over to... I have a couple characters that are really, really, really close to level ups. Number 1 being my Barbarian. He's about 500,000 XP off. And then my mage is even less. So we're gonna hop on our mage for this wave. We're gonna jump into it. Combat phase. Here we go. We should be totally good. Look at the map. The map has so many different like colors. The ogre over there, the orc over here that I'm not used to seeing. Kind of interesting. So can I just not attack, or can I not do damage, or how does this work? If I try to attack, it's not gonna like fail me, is it? If I try to, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why can I do damage? Your strategy. I don't understand how this works. Let me see. I don't, I'm gonna have to read the wiki. Okay, well now this is kind of strange, but thankfully we have the wiki to explain it to us. This says that in PC version 9.3, heroes can now attack during build and combat phase. So they just made it so you can attack. During the combat phase, players are now able to use abilities. Pets can now attack during the normal combat phase. Loot quality, blah, blah, blah. It seems like the rewards of are identical to those of survival. See survival rewards. It is generally less difficult than standard survival. I didn't know that. I'm so confused as to why. Strategy. Because repairs are not allowed during the combat phase, upgrades become the only way to restore a tower's health during the combat phase. The party must balance between the effectiveness of their defenses and the number of times that they can be upgraded. In preparation for longer waves, it becomes necessary for the party to replace upgraded defenses with non-upgraded ones to ensure they will last the entire wave. Interesting. Monk auras and huntress traps will expire quickly. That's so... I don't know what to say. This is not what I expected. I mean, I guess if this is just kind of like, I mean, it could be fair. Okay, what this kind of becomes, which is still interesting, it kind of becomes a survival modded type of gameplay, where in the mod essentially being, I don't know what to switch to here, honestly. I'm not, we'll switch something else in a sec. The mod essentially becoming that you have to build a unique build. Like what happens, what this feels like to me is it's basically survival. I need to swap to I keep forgetting what to swap to. I need to swap to my summoner. It basically feels exactly like survival, except the main difference, let me sell this guy, is that you can't place more than 2 of the same defense unit. That kind of seems to be it. That kind of seems to be the only difference, which honestly like, is a big difference and drastically changes strategies and maybe even affects what maps you can do, what maps you can't do. But it's less different than I expected. So we're definitely we're going to finish our build here in a quick sec and just start cranking through things, to be honest. Since I don't really know what to build as my final tower, I'm probably just going to go like a lightning tower over here, even though it's going to cost extra units. I should have enough for it. It even showed that it wouldn't let me build. The problem is I really wanted to get boosted if possible. I don't know if I can, I don't know if I can do that actually. I don't know if that'll be possible. Yeah, it's going to be really close. Actually, that might be it. That might... I don't think it is actually getting boosted. The thing I've noticed is the LTs have really generous horizontal boosting, but not very generous, what's the word? Not very generous, like, diagonal. See how this is, like, kind of diagonal from it? I feel like the diagonal makes it way less generous, way more likely for it not to boost. Okay, I'm going to run around, grab all the mana that I can, pump upgrades into stuff. I'm probably going to start cranking through waves here. If this is basically just survival at this point, like I can even do damage. That's so strange. I didn't expect that. I don't know. It's so weird to me, but that's okay. What are you going to do? We're going to put upgrades into this stuff. At least it's a unique build. It's interesting, but not as interesting as I expected. And that will definitely affect how we play this, / if we play this, / our future goals regarding pure strategy. If you guys have any suggestions or feedback regarding pure strategy as well, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to see your guys' thoughts on the game mode. Is it worth playing? Should I play it? How does it end up playing out? What's it like, etc., etc. I probably could just, I mean, honestly, the interesting answer is I could pretend that I can't attack on my characters and just have a personal goal. Like, have that be like the personal challenge and goal, which would also make for, well, I don't even know if beating the map, like 25 waves, like all the maps or whatever, if doing that is even what the mastermind achievement wants from me. It might just want me to beat the normal map. So maybe we'll just do that, and that will be, maybe that'll be like our faux pure strategy mode, is just doing the mastermind achievement and pretending that's how pure strategy was always meant to be. Let's go ahead and jump into this. We're at max build now. 60 defense units, 58 out of 60, which is essentially max minion units. Should be an easy peasy wave. I'll see you guys very soon. Look at all this mana, though. I mean, that is really, really beautiful and quite satisfying. All the purple all over the ground in one, like, area. There's the wave complete. Wow, that was a really fast wave complete. It's actually crazy how fast it cranked through things. Okay, my mage still needs... I'm not gaining, like, any XP. Yeah, look at the bottom right-hand corner. Look how little XP I'm gaining. Wow. Okay, that's kind of crazy. I'm going to go ahead and just spam upgrades, I guess. Go grab more mana, spam more upgrades, and yeah. I'm going to start cranking through waves, fellas. I'm probably not going to show you everything from this point forward. From this point forward, it'll be a little bit of the same every time. Just going through waves, getting mana, spamming it into upgrades. I'm also surprised at how few minions. There's only 66 minions still coming in. But the minion quality is really high. That could also be another balancing difference. Like the amount of Sharkins and Jins. Maybe I'm counting my chickens a little bit too early. Before they hatch, perchance, per se. Mayhaps, we'll have to see. Like, it might be way more difficult than I realize. Due to the... much higher quality of minions. Look how fast that combat wave was over, though. That's crazy. It's good, though. Honestly, if it's fast, that could be a huge reason to play this game mode if it's much, much faster than something like survival. I'm just going to keep going into it. I mean, I'll get whatever mana I can, but yeah, I'm down to go fast. Call me Ricky Bobby because I'm going to be zooming, boys. There's wave 5 completed. We're seeing a few mythical drops now, so we do see 2 mythicals on the ground. Nothing crazy, like obviously the quality we see much higher on other maps that we normally do, but at least we're seeing something, which is kind of nice. I'm gonna go ahead and put upgrade into this, go into the next wave, boom, boom, starting wave 6 here. Oh look, I sneezed and now I'm at wave 10. At least this is going by extremely quickly. The waves are like pretty freaking fast. The minions really do flood out and are obliterated at a really nice pace. So we're just going to keep going. Absolutely zero problems so far. If I could just take a... Maybe this could be the casual, free chill progress episode that I was wanting. I saw 25 waves and I got scared. But you know what? This is honestly quite chill. And I'm enjoying myself. Not making the most amount of mana or most amount of XP by any means, but at least it's something knocked off the list. A lot of the Dungeon Defenders content that I do isn't based around getting maximum XP, maximum mana, like all these other like mainstream, the normal numbers you would shoot for, right, when you're playing a game. A lot of it is like sort of achievement hunting and sort of knocking to do things or things to do off my to-do list, right? And I really enjoy that style of play for certain games. It depends on the game, obviously, but for Dungeon Defenders, I think it creates a lot of its own content, which is ever self-sustaining. And there is the level up I've been talking about. Okay, that's really, really nice to see. That is, we finally gained enough XP. We got our level up. I just put it purely into tower damage, defense-based damage. There we go. Looking good, looking good. Everything's also almost 3-starred. I mean, one of the nice things, there are so few... Since there's so few minion units, it's one of the harder parts of building on Deeper Well, but it's also comfy because then you have way less things to actually upgrade. It's just really nice. It's kind of a chill... Like, I'm going to be done playing the map. Like, I could physically just hard AFK, I think, starting really, really soon here. As soon as I 3-star upgrade everything, which will maybe like wave 15 at the latest, probably... This wave, it's gonna be really, really soon. Very, very, very soon. I can just hard AFK and watch some YouTube if I want to and press G every wave. And here it is, the final upgrade. I believe this is the final 3-star needed. Every single tower is now 3-starred. I'm essentially done. I mean, I could heal in the... I thought one of the things was you're not supposed to be able to heal the things in the wave. I don't know what pure strategy means. This is not what I expected by any means. But I'm effectively done playing the game at wave 11. I am going to go ahead and make things a little more interesting. Number 1, I'm going to switch over to my monk like this. Number 2, I'm going to bring out 4 characters. If I'm playing a very chill, very easy map, I might as well get some XP and sort of make the map a little harder and get some extra gains on multiple characters. It's kind of been a while since we've done this, so... Hell yeah, man. Why not, Bring out my Squire as well and push him towards level 100. My Barbarian's really close to level 93, which is nice. And then after that, what else do I want to bring out becomes a really interesting question. Maybe the Mage is level 97, which is awesome. I kind of do want to start working on one of my range DPS at some point. Maybe the Hermit. The Hermit's level 86. Let's just do the Hermit. Let's bring out the Hermie boy. He's been honestly building more and more towers than ever, so it's honestly been nice to see. And now we can go back to our main menu. If you don't know, you can do everything I just did is with the F keys. I use like F2, F3, F4, F5, F6, and F7. They all do like a little bit of something. One of them like releases, I think if I click F7 or F8, it like not deletes them all, but it releases them all back to the tavern, for example. And now you need to press Control G if you have multiple characters out. I'm sure a lot of you watching understand all this and know all this, but I get a few questions sometimes in the comments. There are new players picking up Dungeon Defenders, people returning to the game out of nostalgia, who will ask me like, hey, you know, how do you do that? How do you use multiple characters like that in one setting? I am going to go ahead and sit up here, not over by the crystal, so I don't like draw extra unnecessary attention to it. Look at the Jin there. Things are getting a little, it does seem like this is making things a little bit harder, but it's kind of a good thing. It's kind of what I wanted, so happy to see that, honestly. And then I have this T-bound over here, so I can activate this if need be to increase, number one, heal, and number two, increase the effectiveness of all my towers. Just a quick wave 15 completed checkpoint. I'm literally just pressing Control G and all tabbing out, making some thumbnails, tidying up some YouTube work. You know the spiel. Having fun though. Like I do really enjoy, as silly as that may seem to some, which I understand is a little silly, I really enjoy like idle type AFK games in terms of making progress. Games like RuneScape, games like Shiny Hunting and Pokemon, games like Dungeon Defenders to this aspect. Like, I really enjoy this style of gameplay. I think it's really fun. You don't want to do it all day 24/7, but to some extent, but it's enjoyable. It's a multitasker's dream, and that's something I really enjoy. So honestly, when I get a chance to do this in Dungeon Defenders, I don't mind it at all. I don't find this boring at all. I find it, if anything, more satisfying, or a different kind of satisfying than normal gameplay, which is much more involved. I think being able to play a game the way you like is super crucial. And with something like Dungeon Defenders, I like that you can go balls to the wall and build an insane DPS barbarian and just go crazy with it, or build some crazy tower characters and just kind of AFK like this. Play survival, play pure strategy, play quick maps, play challenge maps. There's so many different ways to play the game, and it's so important on different days where maybe on the weekend you have a ton of time and a ton of mental energy and you can, you know, do intense stuff, or maybe it's a day where you're coming home from work and you had a really rough day and it was a 12-hour shift and you're excited to just turn your brain off and do something like this after setting up the initial build, or turn your brain off and hack and slash, right? Like, I think it's stuff like that is so crucial. Being able to play a game in various ways, depending on your day, depending on your time and energy, really creates a better game, a more sustainable game, and a game that people are going to be willing to play a lot more consistently, which is crucial for a game's success. And it's probably one of the biggest reasons why Dungeon Defenders has succeeded for so long. Here is the beginning of wave 20. My auras are taking a little bit of drain, but that's really all that's happening. And I'll probably just start popping my tower defense boost on my monk here, on my booster monk, to just help out a little bit. Starting here from wave 20 onward, I'll probably just be popping that a little bit. Right about now, for example, healing up the aura stack. I still need to sustain it. Like, it does cost a fair bit of mana over time. I don't think I could just leave it on for the entire wave, but I mean, I probably could leave it on for most of it, to be honest. Here I'm at 500-ish minions in, and it's still sustaining really well with the mana coming in. But now it seems like everything's getting killed too far out. So this is where I'd probably like pop it off and then maybe reactivate it a little bit later into the wave. Sort of activate, let it cool off, reactivate, etc., etc. On to wave 23 here. We are looking at the final push here, fellas. We're doing it. It's going smooth. It's going well. We're jumping into the next wave. All right, here it is, final minion. That is wave 24 complete. We're moving on to the final wave, and I'll just show you guys the full experience on this one, since I feel like it's so fast. I don't know if there's no boss here, right? There's no boss on Deeper Well. What am I thinking? No boss on Deeper Well. Nothing too complicated. Just a nice, chill, you know, adventure at home. You know, this is the map at home when, you know, you tell mom, hey mom, can we go do, you know, Magus Quarters? Can we go do Glitterhelm Caverns? Nope, we got a map at home. Let's go do the Deeper Well. That's where we're at right now. I don't know what I'm talking about. We're gonna jump into a combat phase here. Watch how fast this is. Like, these combat phases have felt pretty freaking fast for combat phases. Also, only 1,200 minions? I think it's because the quality is high, but like 1,200? That's it? That's all? That's all the minions? That's all we can do? That's all we need? Only 1,200? Small number. I'm just small number. That's all I'm saying. Kind of a low amount of minions, if you ask me. Not that size is everything, but kind of not that many minions, okay? We're going to hop over here. We're going to go grab whatever mana we can. We're going to try to sustain our boost beam, or our boost tower defense boost ability as long as possible. As much as we can. It's looking good. It's going fine. We're at 700 out of 1200. It's just this easy. This has been the entire map so far. And I know that I can do deeper well, you know, survival now. Easy peasy. I expected, I'm just shocked. I didn't expect pure strategy to be like this at all. And this is making me, I might do a personal challenge where I just change the way pure strategy, like I just do my own little pure strategy of what I think it is, which is essentially the mastermind achievement. So I guess there's just a reason to do that, I guess. Sure. I do need help from the comments on this one. What is the point of pure strategy? Because I don't understand it. So I need it to be explained to me like I'm a toddler. What is the point of this game mode? I kind of don't get it. I'm going to be super... I thought it was going to be that you can't do hero damage. I thought it was... Pure strategy to me, you can only use towers. You can't do hero... Oh, giraffes on a treadmill. Hell yeah, to scatter around the tavern a bit more. I thought it was going to be something way different. This is not at all what I thought it was going to be. And I'm not really... I'm a little bummed, maybe like 10%, not really too bummed about it, more so just confused, because I'm obviously missing something, and I want to understand what I'm missing, and I want to know what the game mode is, / what it's good for, and then we'll work on the mastermind achievement in the upcoming episodes. Thank you guys for watching. Like it if you enjoyed it, dislike if not, and subscribe for Dungeon Defenders videos every 3 days. I'll see you guys later. Look at the red shuriken. Peace, Reno. Hey, what's up? Retro Pat here, and I want to say a quick big thank you to everybody whose name is listed here, because it means you went above and beyond and supported me via the Patreon, which allows me to put more time, effort, and resources into this channel. Thank you so much, and have a great day.